Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my review of Backlash 2023. I don't normally do reviews for pay-per-views because they don't really do well, these videos, so I'm relying on you guys to watch this. If you don't watch this video and don't get many views, then I probably will do another review again, but I wanted to talk about Backlash because I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was a fantastic show. I think, so I'm kind of giving away this, I would say out of 5, normally the show like this would get a 3 out of 5 because of the booking and the way the show went, but because of the crowd, I would say it's elevated to a 4 out of 5 show. I think it was a fantastic show. So let's just go through the show real quick and what I liked and what I disliked. Opening match, IYO SKY versus Bianca Belair was absolutely amazing. For a minute, I thought IYO actually had a chance of winning it. Before going in, obviously, I didn't even give her a hope in hell, but she put on an absolutely fantastic performance. The crowd was so behind IYO SKY. I like Bianca, but I think her title reign is getting a bit stale. I would love to see someone else hold that belt. But yeah, IYO SKY was fantastic. I thought that match was amazing. I was like, wow, follow that, guys. And I think it was probably the best match of the night, apart from maybe the Bad Bunny match, which was really overbooked, but a really fun match, which we'll get to. But yeah, IYO SKY looking strong. Only reason she lost is because of Bailey and Damage Control. So is this going to be the split of Damage Control? Ooh, I don't know. Interesting. Then we have Omos versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins beating Omos, giving Omos the greatest match of his career, which isn't saying much, to be fair, but he really made Omos look amazing. Omos looked like an absolute monster, an absolute destroyer, and Seth put him over like a champ. They took 2 curb stomps, didn't do it. It had to do a super curb stomp to beat Omos, which is insanely cool. I think that's brilliant. And I think Omos really looks amazing coming out of this match. I think this match did more for him losing than any match he's had previously. He looked like a complete monster, and it was a very good match. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like this shows why you should give the world title to Seth, because Seth could literally have a good wrestling match with anybody. Get him around the world with the world title, fighting people every night. Ooh, sounds amazing. Looking forward to hopefully him holding that belt. Then we had the second women's match, which was Zelina Vega versus Rhea Ripley, which I thought was really fun. The entrance with Zelina Vega coming out dressed up as the Puerto Rican flag was absolutely brilliant, fantastic. And you could see the emotion in her face and how much it meant to her, and it was really great. That's the stuff I love in wrestling. I love seeing real emotion, real feelings, real, like authentic feelings in wrestling match. I think is fantastic. And it's really cool to see that emotion on her face. And then Rhea just destroyed her, basically. She had a couple of, she did a 619, she did a frog splash, and she did like the Eddie wiggle and stuff. But one Riptide, and one like really like big Riptide, she just like destroyed her, Rhea Ripley. It was a quick match, but the entrances and the emotion, and there was a couple of flurries. She had a couple of flurries. Oh, she threw a shoe at the beginning, which apparently is something to do with Puerto Rico heritage, which I don't really know. But who throws a shoe, honestly? In the words of Austin Powers, who throws a shoe? Also, isn't that a DQ? You're using a weapon. I know it didn't hurt her at all. She just threw a shoe at her. But that's weird. Like surely that's a disqualification. You're using weapons. Who throws a shoe? Honestly. Yeah, no, but it was fun. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really cool. And if you guys are from Puerto Rico and get the reference, I'd love you guys to explain it to me. It's supposed to be like yeah, it's just something that apparently happens in Puerto Rico. I don't know. I don't get the reference myself, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was a cool thing. Also, that's a thing from this whole show. I just wanted to mention the theme of it being in Puerto Rico. The crowd was absolutely mad for this. They were on fire from start to finish. WWE are killing it at the moment with hometown crowds. We had Clash of the Castle in Cardiff. The whole place was crazy. We all loved it here. I was there. And then you had Montreal, you had Elimination Chamber with Sami Zayn, and then you had Bad Bunny and all this Puerto Rico stuff going on in Puerto Rico Backlash. They're doing a fantastic job with this. I think they're doing really good. They need to keep doing this. go to audiences that really want WWE and really like hot for a WWE product. It's so annoying when they go to these American states that have it like they have WWE like 4 or 5 times a year and they just sat on their hands, they don't clap or cheer or anything, and they're just dead the whole night. You want to have a cool crowd like they have the ones in here in Puerto Rico. Absolutely incredible. Then we had probably the lamest match of the night, the least important, the most boring, the triple threat match for the US title. I was saying I would love Bronson Reed to win it just to mess everything up. Like, I know it wasn't going to happen, but if it was like some kind of like botched finish, and it's like, oh, I guess we're giving Bronson Reed the US title, what are we going to do? We've messed it all up. Oh no! I mean, I would love that. That would be the only way this match would be interesting, because Austin Theory, slimy heel, Austin Theory cheats to win. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. And then we got on to our first of 2 main events, which isn't really a main event because it's not the end of the show, so I hate that double main event bullshit. It's a lie. It's not really a main event. But hey, it should have actually ended the show because it was fantastic. It was Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. Bad Bunny was probably the best celebrity wrestler we've ever had. It's him and Logan Paul are actually really high up there, and I don't like to give Logan Paul credit, but he is very good. But I feel like he gets like the ring psychology more. Bad Bunny does. Like Bad Bunny, like he sold moves like a champ. He made Damian Priest look like a complete monster in this match. I mean, Damian Priest looked incredible in this match. He looked like a world champion. He looked like a main eventer in this. It was absolutely incredible. The match was really fun. Damian Priest did not look weak losing this match. It took everything the Bad Bunny had to beat him, and Damian Priest was being cocky and arrogant, and it was his own hubris that got him to lose. He lost because he was being too cocky. Like, he could have won it right. Like, he could have won it within 2 minutes when he hit his finish on him, and he picked him up, pulled him up, and said, "No, we're not ending it here." So he could have won it there. He could have won it multiple times, but it was his own cockiness that cost him, which I like that. I think that was great. Obviously, as well, we had all the cameos. We had Carlito Caribbean Cool come back, which I love Carlito. Carlito was amazing. And he looked jacked as well. He was back with his apple, spitting in the faces of the people who are not cool. So cool. Basically, if you're from Puerto Rico, have any Puerto Rican heritage, you are going to get involved in this match and help Bad Bunny out. My dog's decided to get up and get in the way. I'm trying to record. You ruined my green screen. What are you doing? Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, Carlito Caribbean Cool. We had Silvio Vega. The crowd went mad for. The crowd was just mad for the whole match. Like the crowd was Bad Bunny was so over with the crowd. It's insane. I don't really know who Bad Bunny is. I've never listened to his music, but I know he's a big deal, and he's won Grammys and other stuff. And he's like one of the most streamed artists in the world, and the crowd were absolutely electric for him. They loved every second of it. This was like Austin Attitude Era kind of levels of crowd like pop. They popped so hard for everything that Bad Bunny did. Bad Bunny won with a Canadian destroyer, or as they like to call it, a Puerto Rico destroyer, as Corey was saying after the match, which I'm cool with renaming it. That's fine. We'll do that. And then we had not another main event. So we had a double main event, but then not really a main event. We had the cool-off match, which is weird to say after WrestleMania, but the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. This was the cool-off match. This was the hottest thing a month ago at WrestleMania. This was the hottest feud going into WrestleMania. And they've totally botched it. Roman Reigns winning that title has completely derailed this entire storyline. And it's sad to see. It really is. The best thing about this match was the dissension between Solo Sikoa and Jey Uso. So it looks like we're going to get some kind of split at some point. My theory is probably SummerSlam or Survivor Series. We might have the Usos versus Solo and Roman. The Usos versus Solo Roman tag team match. I think that would be fantastic. You have the family completely blow it up, self-destructed. I think that would be cool. I would love to see that. And then we had our main event: Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Cody having to resort to some sneaky tactics, attacking Brock before the bell, using weapons and tables and stairs and all sorts of stuff. Oh my. And then, he looked like he had a good chance there. And then Brock completely annihilated him with German suplexes. He went to Suplex City for a long time. And he just kept doing it over and over and over again. It looked like that was it for Cody. And then Cody tripped Brock over into an exposed turnbuckle, and Brock busted himself right open. He was gushing blood. It's the first time I've ever seen a Cody match where the blood is on someone else's head. It's usually Cody who's bleeding profusely. It's usually Cody who's bleeding non-stop, you know? It was incredible. Brock completely bleeding like mad. The referee had a towel, and he looked like he wanted to try and stop the blood flow, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not going after Brock. Brock will kill me if I try and stop this match." You could just tell he wasn't like, "Nah, I'll leave Brock to it." Because when Finn Balor had his head bashed open in Hell in a Cell, they stopped the match briefly to get the referees in to stitch him up and stuff. They did, with Brock. Brock was like, "Nah, don't you dare come near me with that towel. I will kill you." he will batter you. Anyway, so yeah, Brock was bleeding like a pig. Cody was completely covering himself with Brock's blood, which is a bit weird and creepy. But hey, it sold to the match. It really sold the match as dangerous and cool. Cody did the double crossroads. Brock kicked out. Brock did an F5. Cody kicked out. And then Brock did a Kimura lock, which looked like he was going to break Cody's arm, and then Cody did that into a pin. Nice little cheeky roll-up. It makes me think that this rivalry isn't done, or if it is done, it's not a definitive win for Cody. He didn't he didn't hit free, he didn't knock Rock out and pin him. He just got a lucky pin on him, right? So it's not definitive. I feel like they might have a rematch at some point. I feel like this might not be done, honestly, but we will see. Really cool match. I enjoyed it. The ending was a bit weird, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and I'm looking forward to if they do another match between these two. I think it'd be great. It also shows that WWE still has a lot of faith in Cody, even though they wouldn't put the belt on him. So that's cool as well. Backlash, as I said at the beginning of this video, normally this would be a 3 out of 5, but because of that crowd, Puerto Rico were absolutely amazing. I loved this show. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Brilliant show. Every match was great, apart from the triple threat US title match, and maybe the Zelina Vega match, but it had emotion in it, which was cool. So it was an emotional thing, but the match itself wasn't that great, but it was emotional. Zelina versus Rhea. But yeah, I thought it was a really good show. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Go back to watch it if you haven't seen it. And yeah, that's my review. Thank you guys for watching. If you want me to do more pay-per-view reviews, let me know in the comments below, because these don't normally get many views. And, if you get good feedback, I will do more. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, too sweet. Later, guys.
We're on the road to 5K. Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.